Welcome to Mary's Little House. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for your viewership. The last YouTube was number 300, 300 of the videos from the Mother of God ministry. So we're so happy to share this celebration. This is 301, 301, this one here. I didn't plan it that way. It's maybe from above. I'm sure it is, because everything that happens is either willed if it's good, or permitted if it's bad. But each of them are work for the good of those who love Him. But the last one was all about Mary's little house, about the holiness of the place, about the welcoming, the hospitality, the holy things of the house, the blessings of the house for those who visit it. So that was sort of neat for the 300th one, because this is where you visit us. You visit us by way of the video of YouTube. Thank you, YouTube staff. They've been really good to me. Sometimes I go over my 15 minutes unknowingly, just because I'm such a windbag, I guess. And they seem to let me hedge a little bit on my 15-minute allotment in each video, each upload. I am so grateful that you're here today. I wanted to. It's been on my heart to speak about the spiritual maternity of our Blessed Virgin Mary, the spiritual motherhood of our Blessed Virgin Mary. First of all, the divine maternity, the divine motherhood. She is the Mother of God. That's the name of our ministry. Mary gave that name to us, Mother of God Ministries. That is the key title of Blessed Mother. That all her graces, all the Immaculate Conception and to the Assumption are all part of that one title. That she is the Mother of God, the Mother of Jesus, who is Son of God and Son of Mary. She is the Mother of God. So that's we call divine maternity. She's Mother of God, Mother of Jesus, the Mother of God. So okay, so that's divine maternity. What I want to speak to you about today is spiritual maternity. That's us, the whole human race, without exception. Every person that lived before Mary and Jesus, after and during, everyone she's a mother. She's a spiritual mother of all of us. Well, how do we know this? Well, with Jesus himself, one of his last things he did when he was on the cross, he looked at John. He said to John, who represented all of us, the whole human family, no exceptions, she said, "Son, behold your mother. Woman, behold your son." At that time, he bequeathed to us, he gave to us his blessed mother. He even put John in charge of her to take care of her when he would die. He couldn't help her anymore physically here on earth. That John took her home to himself. Okay, and he took her to Ephesus, to the Mary's little house there, which we feel so related to. Related to Ephesus, which when John took her to Ephesus, to be away from the persecutions that was happening in Jerusalem and in the Holy Land, and the town of Nazareth, where the original Mary's little house, so we're all part of this Mary's little house. We humbly put ourselves in that wonderful group where Mary lived. This is Mary's little house here in Centerville, Illinois. Okay, so divine motherhood, the Mother of Jesus, who's the Son of God and the Son of Mary. And I wanted to speak about it with images. The favorite images of our foundress, Cynthia Louise Marie Rollahan, my Cindy, who went to heaven and left me inadequate and poor as I am to direct continue on earth the ministry of Mother of God. she's in heaven helping me every step of the way. She knows I need all the help I could get. She's got all heaven praying for me. Anyway, her favorite image of our Blessed Mother, and I'll be going to our subject, is this one. This is a wood carved one. Maybe I could take it down from the shelf here. This is wood carved. Someone gave this to Cindy. It's very, very beautiful and expensive too. Anyway, this is a wood carved. It's done so beautifully, exquisite. She loaned it to someone, and they broke her hand, and the artist had to redo a hand because of the accident. But anyway, this is what we cherish. This is the foundress's image, the image of Our Lady of Grace, of the Blessed Mother. We love this and we cherish this one. This is in the front room of Mary's little house, where all the visitors coming in from the door and past the hallway will see her in a beautiful shell-like shell coming out of a shell, so to speak. There's a little shelf there, and we have a little crib from Rome of the child Jesus below her feet. Blessed by our Blessed John Paul II. Okay, this is was her favorite, and this is we call the foundress's Madonna, the foundress's image of Mary. Now she had other images. Excuse me, the angels. She had other images that she loved. This is one. It's Our Lady of Perpetual Help. We know the icon. It's a beautiful icon. It's my favorite. But there's many renditions of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, and this one is, the icons are very stylized, and that's right. There's a certain style to the icons, and sometimes they look more severe or more less human, but they're windows to the sky. But Cindy liked this more human-like icon of Our Lady of Perpetual Help. This was her favorite. She had it in her bedroom. This is Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Look, they look more human than the stylized icon. But she always favored this one to the one everyone knows about, the one I love the most. But to see how tenderly their hands are clasping, and the little his little slipper is falling off because he's running away from something he's afraid of. And we see the angels holding the instruments of the Passion there. Mary and Jesus know that at the end there will be great suffering. He has this passion and death for love of us. Anyway, this is one of her favorites. Very maternal, very tender, very human. Okay. And finally, toward the end of her life, we went to Paris, and we stayed on the top of Montmartre. Montmartre is at that big basilica of the Sacred Heart, where they have perpetual adoration, 24/7. It's beautiful. And we stayed in the Benedictine convent. And in the Benedictine convent, in their gift shop, made by them, their own hands, the sisters who had the sweetest, beautiful, angelic voices for their office, we stayed there, and Cindy purchased this. It's from Vergen de Tendresse, and then it gives the 18th century. So this is an icon from the 18th century. Corzon, the Corzon icon of the 18th century. And these are the Benedictines of Sacre, of the Sacred, Sacré-Cœur, the Benedictines of Sacré-Cœur de Montmartre. They are the Benedictines. They live right behind Montmartre. It's a cobblestone street across. And we stayed there in Montmartre, the big, beautiful basilica overlooking Paris. It's an iconic site, all wide, overlooking Paris. Is the Sacré-Cœur, the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and where Jesus is adored night and day. It's a big place where artists gather, and artists on the sidewalks and everything, selling their beautiful works of art. But anyway, this is called the Virgin of Tenderness, and this is what one of the last things she bought on our pilgrimages, and she loved this one, and it's in our bedroom too, and I venerate it now as one of Cindy's favorite. And now I could get started on what I'm supposed to talk about. But I wanted to show you the images, the favorite images of our foundress, Cynthia Louise Marie Rallihan. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put it against the compote. I set that out today. The compote is this floral arrangement. It's all ceramic. It's all, even with the delicate petals. Be very careful. Okay, the Blessed Mother in heaven is watching over us. She's watching over us as a mother. She is very protective. And when we need something, we say she is an intercessor. She's not the source of all blessings. The Father in heaven is the source of all blessings. And Jesus mediates all these blessings. He's the only mediator because he won these blessings for us. We were divorced from God. We were separated from God by sin. But now we're His children, and so we have a Father in heaven, and Mary is our mother in heaven. She's not divine or anything. She's a creature just like us. But she has been given by Jesus from the cross to be our spiritual mother. So what I want to say is, it's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. We have a mother who loves us with tenderness. We have a mother who watches out for us, who wants to share the life of her Son with us, the graces that her Son won for us on the cross, and by His death and resurrection. She wants to share with us. She watches every detail of our life. I see mothers, and I just love to watch them. They have the kids swirling all around them. They might be talking to somebody, but that mother knows where every child is. I could see. They're just gifted just to keep track of everything. I was just joking with the mother. They used to come for spiritual direction in my office when I was in the active ministry. And she would come with her little daughter. Now her little daughter's a beautiful young teenager. But she would come and she would have all her toys all over the office floor. And she would be going underneath the desk and underneath the tables and everything. The mother, as she was talking to me, she was in spiritual direction. She was doing exactly what that little girl was. And after the session was over, she picked up every little toy, every little doll, every little trinket that the little one spread around and playing on the floor of the office. She picked up. I just saw the thoroughness, the awareness. Even though she was her focus was on the session. The mothers love their children. They watch out for them. They focus on them, even when they're focused on something else. I just was seeing the beauty, the love, the attention, the care of the mother. It just in that little scene of spiritual direction with the child actively running around and doing all kinds of happy things. I say this because in other places I say we're not fatherless, because the Eternal Father is our Father, and He's a provider, He's a protector, and we have Saint Joseph, who is the perfect image of the Eternal Father, and he also, like he protected the Holy Family and provided for them, he protects the family of the Church, and he's the patron saint of the Church. He protects and provides for the Church, but also for individuals and for families too, and for convents. The sisters have a great love for Saint Joseph. So in a way, he's our spiritual father, but not in the deepest way as Mary is, because we were given Mary to be our mother. And so her whole mother's love, her whole attention is to bring us Jesus. Jesus is our salvation. He is our holiness. He is our light. He is our joy. He is our truth. That's her whole thing and she does it by way of a mother, to share her Jesus with us. So she watches over us, and we can run to her like the icon of the Mother of Perpetual Help, like Jesus led the way. We ran to her, and the little sandal is not on because the sandal fell off because it is running so fast to her. He was afraid of something, and because of these instruments of the sword and the sponge and the cross, the angels are carrying up there. They're thinking of the death on the cross, so Mary was with Jesus on the cross. He was on the cross and she was below. She took care of Jesus even when he needed her the most, on Calvary, under the cross. At the cross, her station keeping. Mother's station is with their children, even their adult children. Yes, they got to let them go, and they got to make their own decisions and own mistakes, but we still pray for them. When we still, mothers and fathers too, pray for their children to have eternal life, and to have happiness now on earth by growing in love with Jesus, and loving him with all their being here on earth, and seeing him forever in heaven. God bless you all.